On March 1, 2018, the American Defense Security Cooperation Agency asked the U.S. Congress to legitimize the sale of anti-tank missiles FGM-148 Javelin to Ukraine's armed forces. This is the first such transaction with modern weapons in the history of military contacts between Washington and Kiev. Ukraine has long been making efforts to purchase modern weapon systems from the USA. In the beginning, there was interest in at least several hundreds of FGM-148 anti-tank missile sets. The set consists of a projectile in a disposable launch container as well as an optoelectronic command launch unit module for aiming and firing. Obama's administration abstained from the demand for prompt Javelin deliveries during the fierce struggles of the Ukrainians and the separatists, supported by Russia in the east of the country. They were afraid of using modern American weapons against regular Russian units. Also, the possibility of FGM-148s being captured by Russians has been taken into account. During the Battle of Debaltsevo, the U.S. made artillery fire tracking systems ANTPQ-36, 48 and 49 were captured by Russians. The systems were brand new, still unpacked in their original transport cases. In 2017, Kiev officially asked for 210 Javelin missiles and 37 command launch units. According to the Defense Security Cooperation Agency, the value of the package, together with the basic training devices, training of Ukrainian personnel, service and transport, was estimated at $47 million. The agency is confident in its statement that the transaction will not change the balance of power in the region, and it will require the presence of U.S. military personnel in Ukraine for training purposes only, as well as the presence of Raytheon's and Lockheed Martin representatives. There is no doubt that the term temporary stay is used to appease the Russians and, if problems arise, dismiss their allegations that American instructors are fighting separatists. The agency clearly states that rockets will be delivered from the U.S. Army warehouses. American experts commenting on the case note that Ukrainians will receive slightly older versions of missiles with a range of about 2.5 kilometers. Most probably, the U.S. Army warehouses will be supplemented with the latest variants with vastly increased range. By the way, the approximate price of a single missile in the container is $80,000 and $1.6 million for the command launch unit. An important note is that in Bucharest, during the conference on the future of artillery, Ukrainian General Andriy Kolyanikov, deputy head of the Central Institute of Science and Research of Armaments and Military Equipment, declared that Kiev intends to switch from the Russian 122mm and 152mm caliber artillery systems to Western 155. Kolyanikov announced that their own system is in early stages of development and it will utilize NATO standards. Kolyanikov also announced greater saturation with barrel and missile artillery equipment for all branches of Ukrainian land forces. There can be no doubt that this is the answer to similar processes in the Russian army. Both sides thus drew the same conclusions from the course of several years of clashes in the east of Ukraine, where 85% of losses decisive for the success of each campaign were dealt by drone and laser-guided artillery fire. Thanks for watching. Share, like and subscribe for more daily news.